Hi, and welcome back to Study with Me. And I would like to tell you, as I was discussing with my friend in US, she told that her Pakistani friend has given her a beautiful gadget which is updated in technology, and she got it in a more economical cost as she went to China. And this made me think, are we not confined to cultures or countries or borders? We are not. The world has become a beautiful place to live, and this is possible through globalization. Let us dive in deep and learn what is globalization. In order to know this, you have to think about any five phrases that connect to it. And I'll give you an example. It is interconnected and interdependent world. The world has become a tiny place, isn't it? When you go to a vegetable market, you just don't see your country fruits or vegetables. Or what do you see when you see the big, tall skyscrapers coming up? The people, the architects, the engineers all come from different, diverse countries, but still work together unitedly. This is a proof that we are into an period of globalization. After you learn this topic, you will be able to understand what did Thomas Leavitt mean when he said that standards and taste all over the world are converging. How does globalization affect international business? What is meant by the world is becoming increasingly more connected and interdependent. So without further ado, let's dive into the topic. Globalization. Economist Theodore Levitt was the first one to use the word in the year 1983. He meant that today modern communication, transport, and travel have caused different changes in the standards and taste of the people. People produce goods not just for a specific country or place, but for the entire nation, and this is possible through transnational companies. This has also reminded me the rapid spread of diseases is not isolated to one place. Does the change due to globalization affect? Yes, it affects not just economics but also society, culture, politics, and environment. What could help us remind about this? Don't you remember the COVID 19 situation? It just made the entire world shut down within a matter of few months. How does this cycle of globalization take place? Do people fight with each other or do they trade and live peacefully with each other? This is one big question that haunts us. As societies develop, they become more prosperous and they spread out. Now, people, they spread out and they encounter more cultured people. The elements of the society are shared, the languages, resources, technology, and successful practices are spread all over the society and the people. What did archaeologists discover, or what did they tell? Archaeologists discovered evidence of settlement across the globe as far as 10,000 years ago. From 3500 BCE, civilization existed and trade has started. The Fertile Crescent or Mesopotamia, the Near East, Central Asia, Egypt, and northwestern India are some of the places where trade has started back then. What was crucial for the evolution of globalization? Two technological developments that appeared by 3500 BCE in several civilizations were crucial for the evolution of globalization. And what do you think they are? One, we move through wheels. So the invention of wheel was one among them. And we have also heard then pen is the mightiest sword. So the writing that started, it helped in globalization. The wheel enabled people to move from one place to another. It gave them military assistance. It made them chariots to move from one place to another. And what did the pen do? It enabled people to keep an account of the goals, do the documentation, give them explanation of inventions and ideas to put it on a paper. The trade development. Due to the invention of the wheel, now the trade has become more popular. The Mediterranean civilizations, such as ancient Greece, they transported themselves to the Near East. Arabian civilization, you have seen the UAE moving their trade to India and China. Civilization and trade developed the transport areas of the nation. In America, civilizations such as Olmecs, Incas, and Mayas built tradeways for their own, and not to forget the silk from China and spices from India, which are highly valued by the growing European societies. What was the advantage of globalization? It helped to increase foreign direct investment. China's economic boom helped to establish factories and generate employment all over the world. It increased export and trade. The exports and trade of textiles, food bought in foreign exchange and increased in the development of the country. The technology transfer. The movement of knowledge and technology is faster, and this helped people to become more efficient and competitive in their firm. But there are some negative economic outcomes. And what are they? Job displacement. Now, developed countries outsource workers with developing countries at a way more economical cost. And this led to a lot of job insecurity among the people. Exploitation of labor. There was cheap wages available. People were ready to work for a much economic cost. This made the employees exploit the workers. It was affected by dynamic environment. Due to sudden changes in stock market, the commodities caused the currency exchange fluctuations made it disastrous for the country. So with this, we have come into a glimpse of globalization. Take care and happy learning.